Asempa FM.
Asempa FM Sonia Emrasu Biadi Ekosiisen On Asempa live from our studios here in Kokomlemle, Accra. The Munyana say Assignment Munyana Kwaba at the mobile Asempa FM. So Medidio say Bonsu from Yobi. If you some copy say Nunsian fan Ebebo, Yatna said the Ekosiisen On Asempa. Check with your time 39 minutes after 2 on Asempa FM Tuesday afternoon, the 10th day of February 2026. Good afternoon to you and thanks for joining us. Many thanks to our proud sponsors, Africa Queen Mackerel, EcoBank Ghana, a better way, a better Africa. Your Syntex tank, a strong, a tough, power jet batteries, Provident Insurance. With Provident Man, you are covered. Franco Trading Enterprise, Phone Papa Pafie, and Ebis Gold. Ebis Gold is taking Ghana to the World Cup in the US of A, in Canada and in Mexico. And Opesa World Cup maybe later this year. The name is Ebis Gold. The Ghana Funyana Eco World Cup. Our show is produced by Dominic Isiyaboa with support from Nana Chumberema Jackson, Osei Intiamwa Ebeneza Tete, Omai Hene Kwabena Sante, and Equia Boachewa Yadom. Omunyina boy the Chidom near the Ekosiisen Jumedi Ebremo. Enti Asidebi Oho no aboye na yediama sa enyumekoi for a job well done. We are live on YouTube. Boko YouTuber Asempa 94.7 FM. Asempa 94.7 FM. Obetimi edo comment ego as you watch our live stream. Your WhatsApp number so 0548 443 523 0548 443 523. That's our WhatsApp number. Obetimi do messages no. Afaso Abre 0548 443 523. Na yentie wonsunti join us Cecilia on YouTube Asempa 94.7 FM. Eric is it Eric Nana Ejekum also on Northampton in the UK Osei in live inti yedamunyina ase. Before I get into the details of any war, Emma Mamin Kaimo say Yeni former roads and highways minister Onoa MP for the people of Bantama constituency, the Honorable Francis Asensobuachi Ibedin Komo, or a part of the Ashanti Regional Caucus of the NPP. Enra Omoye press conference in Sembe Benatuja, Efa Swami interchange, and the Ekosiisen and some other major road project in the Ashanti region across Ghana. In the Nase Edin Komo, there's already a reaction from the ministry. Led by the current minister, and he would analyze all the issues. So we are on the discussion segment, no, Abremo, and also Joy News, a documentary from the Amansia Central District of the Ashanti region. Na Osha documentary na startling revelations, legalizing an illegality, in this case galamsey in the Akoya and Sem Bebre and the undercover journalist our yes our story no EBD and Komo, and then would dissect the issues some more Ekosiisen Jumedi eso. And paying so na government communications minister Eddie Atuja said Ochina Omanpenyi air call an emergency cabinet meeting to deal with the cocoa board issues efa cocoa ntoye and in Sembenti Nina yen komo a yatena se ene yebehwe ne yetumi Eddie ansa ne ne Francis Asensobuachi bedi nkomo no mensa aka openyi kese bi ewo studio ha all the way from the US of A. When you say Ghana for US, no, especially Ekosiisen papa. And anytime they are in town, no, we try to host them on the show. No, kakra. NPP presidential primary bus no ma womu bebre na ebefie into do any trim e Washington DC, Virginia, Maryland. The NPP chairman Oda Wanano Washington Metro Chairman Janice Ewa Chairman Akwaba na apome there.
Yo obi menyaje pa say masabe hu need my pa we amfa congress na menchia we no atifu we no producer mo boy adwuma pa democracy in Ghana Asempa FM muka ho mama democracy e kona ni Asempa Asempa chia bebre nchanchen chia machi for NPP US for me chia mo me chia me chapter for me jaw mo for some time me chia obi any Ghana of mine na if you any feel tie be chia ni age
o mo nyina age so Ghana no u free o constituency here hin
Katie Hammond adansia sokwa
adansia sokwa kroba import na o free so
adansi bro free
adansi bro fu yedru
yeah.
It would meet an MP or money.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking MP money.
What dream baby was
there be say them sitting crying. And the last election, we need to regroup and re-strategize.
And recapture the seat.
Oh, no, capture the capture. And there's no two ways.
A borrowed seat,
exactly. Intended they will capture it, but we just need to re-strategize how we're going to get it. But it's not for capturing there. I can assure you 2020.
Hey, we're sure.
Oh, I'm very, very sure.
What do I know? Don't rape him.
Oh, we mentioned. Maybe free one, and I'm a form.
Yeah.
And I mean, so never be a course. Exactly. I might use Lucian Tibe and I will come back.
In the US, no way, Chairman Emma State me and Saya Kabum.
In Washington, D.C., Virginia, and Maryland.
Oh, okay.
Comprised of those three states.
Yeah, that's the chapter. Then the Washington Metro chapter.
And
now a chairman. Metro area.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And why a chairman for how long?
So far, I was a vice chair before. This is my first time as a chairman.
Oh, okay. And how many years? And chairmanship, how many years?
It's basically 4 years. It's run concurrently with our elections.
Oh, with the elections.
Okay. Just like the national executives.
Okay. So 10 away, so I'll be saying Genebio as chairman for the Metro.
Inti, your opposition prefer with too many.
Okay.
So I'm going to send you near Merco. No more the demographics of today's politics. Send your youth, no. Send near Merco. The ideas that I have. I feel say I fit the mold of somebody that can lead the whole US. Washington DC chapter
okay.
Now as a flagship chapter of the branch. And before we too many say they think so I should go ahead and run for the NPP US chairmanship. That's the whole US.
Oh, okay.
What drain home? I know go so drain home. Oh, I'm at the minimum bush for drain home and then chapter and the dome. And the current branch chair was a buyer from Pomerian or buyer. Oh, so now, dear, why you man go simply so be full say. So be super for the summer, intended with the dream so bad, also of us, because I mean, decent campaign and still talk to the members. But to share reaction, the reaction is positive.
Oh, okay.
December, I think that was December 27th, a Christmas party, Washington DC. Actually, go for a branch party because go for all the USA chapters. Meaning said that go what will be. We had all the chapters. Into what I'm the two name say. Na me ya do not see be quite next year. I'm going to run for the NPP USA branch chairperson. Oh, so I'm not going again for the chapter area chairperson.
Oh, okay.
I'm going for the whole US.
You mean I know you've taken a decision.
Yes.
So we'll be running.
We're running
for the USA branch chairperson. And now, of course, I say Ghana national chairman.
National chairman, exactly.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. Wow. And why vice chair at the national level they won't hold the position?
No, at the national level, there be. But basically, what we have is, even though you hold the position, we have what we call a branch executive committee.
Okay.
Which is comprised of the national elected officers and the chapter chairs and appointed officers.
Oh, okay.
It's basically, you may be a branch in the BIAN, you can't be. There are even committees at the branch level, like you can't be, you don't necessarily have to hold a formal position, but we participating in the day-to-day decision making at the branch.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. I'll come back to that ambition not to be national chairman NPP US, but Obefie, more about one and saying now Obefie.
And also can hunt me be fear near be able to banana near being so because I don't think so we would favor the diaspora. One of them was one of the things me project frame.
Yes.
That was one. even some of our external chapter chairs, many people my chapter chairs because of him running cost. In some way, I felt I had to come in and have first-hand knowledge of what is going on. Because if you want to lead a branch like the US, you have to go good understand the local politics too. I can't tell me, but necessarily to come and vote because I'm a chapter chair at this point. I didn't actually vote, but I came to observe the process and see how we can improve the process moving forward.
Oh, okay. Not just now when you're delegate to election.
Now when you're delegate to election.
We're chapter chair. No?
And because it's a name beside course, so I feel say you really didn't go for the external branches.
Okay.
But I say we had the presidential election committee.
Yes.
Or to GB by maybe even proxy. But they felt that was the way forward.
Okay.
And I mean, they talk about the speech, but moving forward, we can rectify some of these anomalies, and I think that's going to work out the external chapters.
But at least what you expected, no, and delegated to Abani at the Mamono. Was that your expectation?
Oh yes, I would say that the delegates are not wrong. They know the realities of the party. What I say, the voice of the delegates is the voice of the people. In the Paka delegates, they looked at what they were looking for. A candidate with ideas, consistency, a candidate that can face the NDC, whatever the NDC brings, and they chose Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And I don't think that was the right. I think that was the best decision that we could take as a party.
And you are before the elections, no? Were you for Dr. Bawumia? Now, or you'll be as a now or coins over to about or coins over campaign and cover campaign.
Okay, so let me put it this way. In the prior elections, right, the year before this one, Dr. Bawumia, I was actually Dr. Bawumia's rep in the US.
Oh, okay.
But in this election, no, we had based on the lessons learned was it wasn't good for executives, especially to be able to take sides.
Okay.
And so I took a neutral position. I must do it. I took a neutral position just based on principle. But I said to be able to go ahead and make sure, that we had a fair process.
Yeah.
But in terms of they're winning, one thing I always say is all our candidates have strengths. And they all had weaknesses. Into we have to still have work to do. It's actually the structure that is important, not actually the candidate. Into Dr. Bawumia in Tanachi. Because before the buyer, candidate buyer, upon Brian will still work for the party. Make sure we retain power, we achieve power in
2028. But you think 2028 winning power, no? A possible, Mama?
Oh, it's more than possible.
Something you can do.
Oh yes, Obi. Election is going to be an election of where I see people are going to start comparing. I don't think once the NPP bias, or a first term, there was a lot of positives.
Yes.
Even worldwide, we said we had the second best economy in Africa. What I say, there were a lot of initiatives that we did. We feel those are the things that are actually driving the economy now. Yes, I get that. That's why Ghanaians voted us out.
Okay.
But when you compare the positives and the negatives, I think we did a whole lot better. I'll give you an example. And I need a TV construction costs come from. Because of drip. Why did drip buy? It was NPP government and Dr. Bawumia Nanado. What I say? Nancy, from Penny Mahama. Or no one said we actually a digitalized nation. He's seen the realities, and these are things that Dr. Bawumia with the Nanado government did. You see, I can say you to talk about stabilization of the CD, which is tied to the goal that we had. Who brought us back to the country having to be able to restock up our gold reserves. That was Dr. Bawumia's initiative. People are now sitting back to reflect. Say, and whilst you're having those positives, there are also some negatives going on. Look at the number of strike actions that people are threatening in the nation. People say, yes, for a block of 4 million. Yes, for a block of why are people going on strike? Look at if you come out in a buy, the plane ticket has almost doubled. But they're saying inflation is down.
Local
plane ticket. What you say? They're saying inflation is down. Nancy, we talked about in the Osei in Galamsey. This was something that was promised by the coming government. So, about Galamsey, you're about to us here. Now we're even having an expose in this government. So there's going to be a lot of contrast after what has happened and what was achieved. And people are going to compare that with the NC
what's happening now.
Exactly. Now, I'm very, very confident looking at how the trajectory that we are going as a country. We don't wish bad for the country. But I'm sure how our positives is helping the government move in a positive direction, and how the government and his own efforts is dragging them down. I have a lot of confidence that 2020 we're going to come back to power.
But somebody in the diaspora, Modenioma Bethie and all of that, who in Nioma report, see the number for more. That should be some good news.
That is a positive for us as people in the diaspora.
Yes.
But my main contrast with BB, when one of our campaign stories at Dr. Bawumia, one of the flat rate, right?
Yes.
So a container 40 footer, 20 footer,
Yes.
what we are experiencing today is tied to the dollar rate. So China dollar and 20 cedis, you're going to see a spike in your rate because our import duties is tied to the dollar rate. So what we are seeing, we are just hoping that it follows the same trajectory. But what I'm trying to say is that it might not be sustainable. But what we were proposing as a count, as a party, was something that was sustainable. Into me prefer spare part 40 footer. Minimum say the meet here.
And $1
in rate. Because it was tied to the volume that you were bringing. So that is something that we were bringing. So there was even a better incentive as to what is happening now. Unfortunately, we didn't get the chance to implement it. What I say. So yes, it's positive. Some me tell you me the care bar. Nana ebes you meet you less, but I can assure you say dollar could do 16, could do 30, could do 14, and I'll be paying more. Then we are back to square one. So you need an initiative that is forward looking. And I think what Dr. Baumia was proposing in terms of having flat rates for import duties, because this is a medical, but I mean, say, oh, make you say, I can plan ahead, because it's based on the volume that I'm bringing. And maybe I made one container, but what make you say, Mr. Seb, me bar the rate, the man said, "Must be Monday, rating $10. If I do a match, everything $11, I say. So now, yes, we are enjoying some stability in the nation, which is good. But I think the NPP had a better policy in terms of the flat rate for our shipping duties.
Very well. Meaning, sir, elections here 3 years ahead. Anything can happen in politics in 3 years. Let's see how that one would go. But for now, parties, a flag bearer, more co-elections, and your flag bearer and Kwana Moton flag bearer and a running mate. Is there more a very critical point? Is here as a party, more you flag bearer aka who would partner flag bearer? No, are you part of those? If we say there was a flag bearer and naming a running mate and tem, and as a onyabo trainer on Tonebo, on shim.
Obi media, okay, I would think, sir, that the flag bearer needs to also in a running mate. There's no point to waiting. Also in intentem, and I'll give you the reasons why. There are logical reasons why he needs to name his running mate. One of the reasons he Ginaso Eddie Dr. Baumia back was consistency of the ticket.
Yes.
Marketability of the ticket. If you say your marketed ticket to a certain point, now they gives us the best chance of winning. All the studies that we did as a party, offer Gimpa studies, offer my report. None of the studies blamed Dr. Baumia or the ticket as the reason for us losing the elections. There were other reasons. But the ticket didn't blame any of them. What I say. So if you juxtapose that with the consistency that we are looking up, the marketability of the candidates that we have done, then there is no logical reason not to change the running mate. What I say, what reason are you going to go tell Ghanaians? Say to the running mate? Because all the states that we did said the ticket is okay. And based on that is why we tried Dr. Baumia performance this time. He did even far better. Because the delegates realized that the reasons why we lost was not about Dr. Baumia. It really wasn't the ticket.
And by that, you think, sir, on-site maintaining running
mate. Yeah, he has to maintain the running mate. I don't really see any logical reason why he cannot maintain the running mate. But most importantly, Dr. Baumia now is, even though our party constitution makes the party chairman the leader of the party, but Dr. Baumia now is the face of the party. And one of the things that we want him to do once we have our elected officers is to form a shadow government. What I say, a shadow government that can bring up incentives to when this NDC government brings proposals, we can critique them. And we can also bring up counter proposals. In that shadow government, you need a VP to also play a role in that shadow government. Whereas you're not going to form a shadow government, then don't have your VP. So I think the more that the flag bearer or Dr. Baumia delays in this, it's also going to hamper him in a certain way. To me, I think the best thing is elect them, because I don't really see any logical reason why we can change.
Or they better drop it.
Or they better drop it. But this is Dr. Martin, like I say, on pay. And then that makes sense. But aside that, there is no logical reason so I could find any other candidate when the ticket has been so marketed, people have seen them. Every ticket might have is one or two shortfalls.
Yes.
But you look at the quantum. But there's a year is suffering, a year is steady, then they may lose it. So I can mean before say me reason can be lose. But it didn't show anything, and we maintained him. So the ticket I think is going to be automatic. But if I was the elector, I would have put my team together, and it takes out a lot of noise and speculations. That way, better jostling. It kills all that stuff.
Naming in
term. Even party you can put elections in term. Let's say party they election December.
Yes.
But because of all this noise and we want stability in the party, we went for this top-down approach. We've named the flag bearer. So why should the flag bearer delay the naming of the vice? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay.
I think, sir, the party will do the right thing, and I think, in my opinion, he will name his the VP candidate slot very, very early, and then he'll have the gravitas. Now we can form a full shadow government, and now we can face and we can point the guns back on NDC. But that's what we need to do.
Very well, very well. Inti, we'll be wrapping up very soon. I'll take you back to our ambition in the US of A to become national chairman of NPP US of A. Overarching reason, apart from say why a chapter chairman, now you want to move up to branch. Unimejuma, the Ohosisiano Aye. What is that one reason I drive you to be national chairman?
Well, the reason as a national chairman is for us to return the party to power. That is the overarching reason. As a chairman, play your role to be able to get MP back to power. Because I'll give you some history about NPP USA. Anytime NPP back to power, NPP USA plays a critical role. So because I was election 1992. NPP USA, and be from New York, be from Washington DC, Chicago. So be a mind this type of power. You lose power for time. You be some fast mobilization. Now the cry time you implemented be a year in terms of IT policy be a year 20 years back to power. So NPP USA plays a significant role anytime the NPP is down or within the body politic of NPP to bring us back to power. But most importantly, your question. Now we've looked at we are in a position for the demographic what is going to be required for a new leader to lead the party. One, to be able to lead the party as NPP USA, you have to be able to have the vast experience as a person in all fields. At the end of the day, what I say, it gives me that flexibility. I can be there. What I say, I know it's a global world, they can do a lot of things, via social media or even via the internet, but there are things that would require you to be able to be on the ground. You don't say me buy and study the process. So I have that flexibility. I also have a wide experience in terms of educational knowledge. Can say, aside my most people know me as an engineer. Right? Most people don't even know that I have a master's degree in finance and project management. Can say, I started my doctorate degree in engineering. So in terms of education, I have that wide exposure. And I've been with the party for a very long time, since school days. So I have a wide knowledge of the party as well. And also the NPP US structures. I think so if you put all these things together now, even resources, resources, because you need all these things to be able to have the gravitas as the NPP USA chairperson. But for me, I think that the flexibility is the most important thing. We have chairperson now, you have to have that flexibility. That is what I think also transcends most of the reasons. And the last thing is the passion. Let's just say you want leaders are. So what NDC, they've been very strategic in their leadership selection. Almost 5 young guys that resonate with the youth. Because they are the massive voter block. And in NPP, people say, even if you go to social media yesterday right now, I'm sure I'm the most popular person in NPP US amongst the youth. Because I've been working with not just with the TESCON groups, I also come when I get to Legon, sometimes I give them talks and lectures. I do something with KNUS, I'm very active with KNUS alumni. So having all these, all this background, I think it makes me a well-rounded person to be able to lead the group. And most of there's a lot of incentives that we put in place. And also, I was talking about when I came to office. When I came to office in Washington DC chapter, the chapter had gone through 2 cycles of election conflicts. That chapter was almost down.
Oh, okay.
That's one of the reasons why before we share, people say, "Oh, John, the chapter do you feel say we are a young person that you can bring a chapter up." Within 4 years now, we are the pinnacle of the branch. What did I say?
And now the main chapter.
The main chapter in NPP US. Now, your programs can now become branch elections. What is branch activities? What I say? So, the people say, Janice, no, why you be paying? If we are in such a critical stage, Madam Chair, NPP US is a critical stage where we can improve. When why you be paying? Okay. So why don't you give them the chance to also duplicate that at the branch level for all the chapters? That's also been a driving reason why. I think so. And then I should have the history. People can also check the credibility, check my history. That this has been done before, and I can make sure that I replicate at the branch level.
So because unholy position be at the branch level, Dano, that may be a minus for you.
Well, one of the things that I always say is, and I always cite my project management background. The reason why a lot of projects fail, right? It's not because of resources, it's not because of experience, it's because of how you define the problem. It's project definition. Getting into the branch, my first focus was to be able to define where we are as a branch and what I want to see moving forward. Because that's the same approach that I took at the chapter level. So once you define the problem correctly now, then it's not about you being there or having the experience. Now you know exactly what to tackle. So that is the approach. There are a lot of initiatives that I want to put to be able to strengthen our chapters. because our chapter is what builds the branch.
Yes.
What I say. So those initiatives, Ebene say I want to make sure that some of the funds that we pay to the chapters from the to the branch, I want to give some of the money back to the chapters, so they can have more initiatives in their communities, visit more schools, because we have a lot of young people coming from Ghana to these schools. They are not only very, very brainy, they're also very resourceful. At that time now, to help build the chapters. What I say, so if you are giving some of the chapters back some of the funds, now you're helping the chapters grow. What I say, have initiatives with the training initiatives. They say most of the chapters, you electives and executives, there is no formal training or formal orientation. What I said, that is something that I want to do. Have a formal orientation for the chapters. And you know what is expected of you. And we can even team up with the Patriotic Institute. And make sure said those people that are being elected into office, they are inculcated with the philosophies of the party. What I said, these are things that we want to do that's also going to benefit the chapters that I want to put in place. Also at the chapter level, one of the things that I want to do is I want to make sure be able to have a lot of collaboration amongst chapters. Because chapters need so, but if you collaborate, then you normalize the playing field, and the more they can learn from the bigger ones. The ones can even take some things for the normal, but then we all grow as a chapter. That is very, very, very important to be able to grow the chapters. That is something that I'm looking to do as well. So I have a lot of initiatives that I'm trying to bring on board. So those are the things that would govern what I want to do. It's not necessarily being there as a chapter executive.
Okay.
And I know what has been done at the NPP USA branch. And I can tell some of the things that I can improve. One of the things here, NPP and NPP USA Connect. The NPP USA Connect, a database, it's a new database that we just implemented about almost around, I think that was in November. Right? What that does is it allows us, all our members, to be able to put in all form of data. Can even put in any employment that you do. So we're a nurse, we're a teacher, we're an engineer, ubotri. And this is a very good resource tool. We can expand to be able to be a networking tool for NPP USA. This time it's here. Some for be a Daniel Poquench, Michiano, a friend is Ohio, MPP. I can go on NPP USA database. How many Airbnbs? Oh, chapter member we say Airbnb. What I say? I don't have to take the money into an outside person. I'm using our resource to be able to equip the local chapter. Oh, me come problem na me message. But me say me dey me money na me be babysitter. Me call NPP USA database. So this something we can even use to create revenue for our own members. So there are some policies that Madam Obaya, I'm a boss lady, I put in place that we can build on those initiatives. I don't know why PCA and NPP USA, PCA Patriotic Institute USA, which is something that you not started there, but it's something that Nankopo and something I want to champion. Because one of the things I was always saying is that the diaspora needs to be able to team up with our IDU representatives. So what MPP say, by any Republican Party, you want to ID, but we have to share the same philosophy. What I say, you can't see the same. So why can't we team up with them as MPP USA and our IDU partner to help them to be able to give us opportunities so that management training, and those training they can even do it online. They benefit Ghana phone pool. In say USA, China, Japan, Nigeria, all the partners are teaming up with the ID partners, and we are creating more opportunities for our members in the diaspora, but also in Ghana. So that's something that I want to do. In MPP USA, Patriotic US, idea because not only will it give us resources to help the party in Ghana, to also expand the reach from the people in Ghana to also those in the diaspora. So it will be a very good connect for our members. They never be that year as a branch, because I said no, the branch have a BEC. The branch chapter chairs now we form the BEC. But we have a BEC taking decisions. So I'm aware of every decision that has been taken since I became a BEC member. Not this has been taken in isolation. Let's say before I came to the court, I'm taking decisions. No, I'm part of it. Whether it's positive or negative, I've been part of all the decision making.
Very well.
It's not strange.
Very well. Elections near Dabane, is it this year?
It's going to be this year. So what is going to happen is normally you have a party a national delegate committee share. So they will look at all the things that have gone on. They will come with guidelines. So those are the guidelines about constituency, polling agent, regional, national. And normally, around the regional time, the establishment also told me, but the guidelines will come. But they say they might, but it's definitely going to be sometime this year.
Very well, very well. Lindsay, but that's it. I mean, you have found Bebre. Now, me Adomo say, on Chawa Ghana, obviously, I can't say,
I say, because Asempa, because we repeat it, because me too, and say, me circle.
That's fine.
Mama, the right time.
That's fine. Oh, Consul, I want to wish you very, very well. Why? Wish you well. So I want to be upset with Chow more. Chow na fe yemfa.
Oh, when mama make mama Daniel Poku entry. Also, I call for more organizer.
Okay.
Wasumpa as a youth organizer. This is we even have a TESCON in Memphis.
Oh, okay.
And that was part of his initiative, realizing the potential of the youth. Oh yeah. So chairman, just became a patron for it. Was false. We need a TESCON in our diaspora branches, and that's something that I think is a very good initiative that we need to do. Me chair, oh, me ask me bishop, me papa, my force, me chair more, and most important, great organizers. I'm saying if you make it, I say, your madam chair.
Sure.
Your madam chairs me chair, and I'm engineer back engineer Raymond. This about show you so.
Yeah.
Raymond, so I saw about 7 vice. You see, these are the people that we need. We need young, dynamic, with the zeal to serve the party. What I say?
Okay.
Oh, this person will be a man. Raymond is a well-to-do person. They say about person. No. But people that are willing to serve, they are young and they can resonate with the youth. And I think the party is in the right direction. I think that these are people that we can work with and move the NPP US forward.
Very well, Chairman Janice. My nasi, BBN ever science wedding come over. We wish you very, very well.
Thank you.
Good. Ekosiisen so hi Asempa 94.7 FM. Said the kind at the two menimno. Yene Honorable Francis Asenso Boachi EBD and Komo. After this very, very short break, Kasa, stay with us here.
Electroland ya chedia ho dress so kwaba we dey fetch award for Valentine you. Yeah, now with discounts I won't be da. Any a chedia so kwa every top brands nina. We bet me no wado for 8 year don you more every Samsung, TCL and Nasco home theaters no mu. Na masia hwesene e wo ye LED smart TV ne so. We are masa the top air conditioners na jojomo ho. We bet me so the bedside fridge no actually with champagne. Na masa the 4 to 6 grow ni oven gas cooker and your daddy for your top of front load washing machines with that fast shock you are for them. Can you show you? And now call www.electrolandgh.com and our friend was 050-315-9739. Electroland Ghana Limited. Yeah, back where everyone name Yama nani board daffam.
1xbet alternate doors na gudi so a yetua sika no tentem any day bia gudi ahodobi ko 1xbet.com.gh website and app so use promo code GHDRAM nifanya 300% welcome bonus ekopem 5,500 Ghana cedis. Gambling when you true inti twa no wahwe yemu enye ma wona wondi mfie du nwotwe. Gaming Commission agent krato yatum.
I'm feeling so good in the new day. It's our 25th anniversary, hooray. Powerhouse roll on you, what you say? 25 years and still rolling, hooray. So we and we drive to survive our powerhouse. And one of we use front drive and the blitzy powerhouse. And one of we use police, nurses and doctors, doctor powerhouse. And one of we use the market women and the farmers, farmer powerhouse. And one of we use
Hooray! Powerhouse is 25 years and still rolling. Try out our exciting new Gold Rush variants today. Powerhouse, strong all day. Keep out of the reach of children. This advert is FDA approved.
Bononsia kusi na nkrompa imu anopabia etwoda kusi fieda asonyina tie station ba ko tie program ba ko e Asempa FM so eye the ultimate sports show bia fa ku kansie ho e wo fie ene amanone sa obeje timu nchiremu yia. This is the show. Big interview bia story kesi bia e ha na obete no sense eye the biggest sports show in Ghana.
Dr. Ado is our coach. People to all of a sudden talk about the future of a coach that has qualified you to the Mundial. I mean, we are kidding in this country. Ghana for DNF. What goes into our but DNF, there's no player in this Ghana sacrificing. In the history of the Black Stars, I don't see any player. When you talk about sacrifices, I know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you regret it, you have to just move on with your life.
Moamuka, and I believe we are right here to the headquarters of sports.
The ultimate sports show.
Abusha for me dinde obin kwaku Andy Dodora Femi Papa Maestro the Supreme. Me na me di dwumadie ho chiame. Se metina makonya kese enu mu a bia nsem no wo bia. Me ne mabegafo domasuko kano se de tie. Eya juada kopim fiada 6 to 9:30 am. Mayenhia
Nipa papa ene ja ejapade emma ne mane ne nana no enu ti na je ha properties yaba ede amount ye won sase ne adan e wo Ghana fa na ha ba bia dansoma East Legon Bawe Zero Kaswa Akwele Millennium City sedan na wo ana asase e na wo pese ye ton ma wa hwehwe ye ji akwan e wo weja GVL nche ho pe frey e wo ahomatrufo eso 0243 372 503 ji Properties, building your authentic home.
Oribo! Ekosiisen, Asempa FM. Ekosiisen, Asempa FM. Obina bano biba obibo obiba ode Asempa na bo obina bano biba obibo obinie Ekosiisen nie Bonsu awon minisempa debra ne mamba obi so
Masomo Asempa 94.7 FM Ekosiisen dwumedie no waso gu so a otie no said the medical cano enche yene